$8,000, $12,000, even $25,000. Steve on your side has heard from condo and townhome owners facing nightmare bills for special assessments over the last year. If you've never heard of one, you might soon. A special assessment is when an HOA board turns to owners to help pay for big costs, especially during emergencies like if a roof is damaged by a hailstorm. Something happening more and more as the condo and townhome insurance market gets tighter and tighter.
That's because most of the what we call standard insurance companies really have gotten out of the condo market because it is such a big liability.
Steve on your side has been reporting for more than a year that fewer insurance choices means HOAs have to pay higher premiums to insure their common areas and pay bigger deductibles on claims.
Those condominium policies that the HOA boards are buying usually carry high deductibles, especially for the roof for wind and hail. They can be hundreds of thousands of dollars of a deductible.
Carol Walker is with the Rocky Mountain Insurance Information Association.
The way a lot of HOA boards will make up for that is ask individual homeowners to pay an assessment. And if you do have coverage under your condo policy to help pay that deductible, then you're covered.
So now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance to see if you have loss assessment coverage.
But you need to make sure, A, you have it, and B, how much do you have? But even for $50,000 worth of coverage for loss assessment on your condo policy, it's a relatively inexpensive coverage and one you really can't afford to go without.
So it's important to note this loss assessment coverage is for peril. In other words, it won't pay for a special assessment for maintenance to the elevator or an upgrade to the pool. This is where I tell folks, if you live in an HOA, you want to pay attention to your HOA board. Go to the meetings, read the minutes if you can't get to the meetings, and voice your concerns if you feel the board is not doing something that they should do or is doing something that they shouldn't. By the way, lawmakers last year approved a study of the HOA insurance market to try to figure out a way to kind of fix some of these skyrocketing costs of insurance policies. They expect the results of that next year. I'm Steve Stager, Steve on your side, 9 News.
Steve, even if you go to the board meetings, the bill's the bill. Like if the insurance goes up, the HOA is going to pass that through, right?
Yeah, and the HOA doesn't really have many places to turn. We've talked about some of the dues going up, right? We've seen associations where they've gone from like a $67,000 premium each year to $600 something. I mean, we've seen massive increases in some of these association bills. The only place that they can find revenue is a special assessment where they go to the homeowners and ask for a one-time fee, or raising dues to pay for a premium increase. So you want to make sure that you have this coverage. The big concern is if something's not fixed in the insurance market soon, it's going to turn what is now an affordable way for people to live, either on the beginning of the housing market or the end, into an unaffordable way to live.
Assessment insurance, that's what you're looking for, right?
Looking for loss assessment coverage. We talked about it in the morning meeting this morning. Our executive producer, Justin, just bought a house, and it's a condo, and he went and looked at his policy, and he has that loss assessment insurance. He didn't know about it beforehand, but he has about $48,000 to cover him for a year in case one of these pop up.
All right, Steve. Thanks again.
Yep.